2024 is just around the corner, and I would like to officially declare that this is going to be your best year yet. But before we go off and start making a bunch of New Year's resolutions and trying to completely change everything about ourselves, let's have a perspective shift. The world needs exactly who you are right now, but even more so, the world needs the best version of you. Not some detailed list of all these it girl traits that you saw on TikTok, not the version of you who looks a whole lot like the version of that it girl that you follow on YouTube, or that girl that is really popular at work or at school. No, the world needs the absolute best version of you. So if you want 2024 to be your best year yet and you want to be the best version of yourself, then you are in the right place, because I'm going to show you exactly how to end 2023 with a bang, prepared to be the best version of yourself in 2024. And if you aren't subscribed already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button so that you never miss another video. Because resolutions and New Year's and ending the new year off strong and preparing for the best version of yourself can be a little bit overwhelming, let's start with a grounding exercise so that we are starting with a clear headspace, feeling calm. Shake out any of the stress that you might have right now. Shake out any of those feelings that you aren't good enough, or that next year is going to be the same as all these other years where you don't meet your goals. Shake all of that off, and then take a really deep breath. That was trending, or a fleeting desire, or even a version that we thought we wanted to be and now we've realized we don't. Instead of determining like if you pass or fail in terms of did you accomplish this goal, I want you to go through your goals and ask yourself, is this a goal that leads to me being the best version of myself? And if it's not, go ahead and cross that out. We're not worried about that one. Throw it in the trash. We don't care if we accomplished it. We don't care if we didn't. And then as you're looking at your goals that do align with your higher self, go ahead and put like a little star, a little heart, whatever makes you feel good, next to the ones you accomplished. Then go ahead and circle the ones that could still use a little bit more work, but also realize that this is not a failure, because it's not like, oh, if you didn't wake up at 6 a.m. every day of 2023, you're never going to be successful. We tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves with accomplishing these goals and kind of think of them as life or death. You have an entire lifetime to figure out what time waking up in the morning feels good to you. So it's really not that serious if you didn't do it this year. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to create achievable outcomes so that next year when you look through that goals list, girl, you are going to have all of those hearted, starred, or whatever you did for the ones that you've already accomplished. Okay, so now that you've gone over your last year's goals, I hope it made you feel really good. I hope you celebrated yourself a little bit for the ones that you checked off the list, and also for the ones that you crossed off the list because you realized that they weren't goals that aligned to your best self. And now I want you to sit back and really imagine the absolute best version of yourself, the version of yourself you most want to be. Like, what do you see? What do you feel? What do you look like? What do you feel like? What do you spend your time doing? How do you dress? Really close your eyes and picture that version of yourself. Go through an entire day if you can and see, what time do you wake up? What do you do first thing in the morning? How are you feeling at breakfast? What kind of food do you eat? Really picture it in your mind and try to get a really, really clear vision of who that girl is. What does she wear? How does she present herself? What characteristics does she embody? And if you're anything like me, you're going to be tempted to rush through this or skip over this part. However, let me tell you the science behind this. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between real or imagined. And when we have a really clear picture of the goal or the person or whatever, the thing that we want to accomplish, because our subconscious mind is always looking for ways to recreate something that's familiar to us, the more familiar we are with the exact feeling and experience of having that goal or of being the best version of yourself, the more our reticular activating system will start scanning our day for ways to make that vision come into fruition. So literally you are picturing something so intensely in your internal world that the subconscious mind and the reticular activating system are going to produce it in your external world. And that is how you become that dream girl. You have to have such a clear picture in your mind. If you don't have a super clear picture and your brain has never experienced it, your brain literally won't know how to get there. And even if you give it a list of goals or a list of to-dos, you're going to start feeling that resistance because your subconscious mind wants to be in its familiar spot. So if you're familiar with feeling down every day and feeling like you can't accomplish your goals, then your subconscious mind is scanning for ways to make that come true. However, if you're really spending time picturing that highest version of you, picturing the best version of yourself, where you have your dream job and you feel good in your body and you have great relationships, and you're picturing it so much that your brain feels like it's experienced it, your brain is going to start looking for ways to make that come true. So don't skip this step. Really sit there. I want you to get so in the details. I want you to think about what kind of clothes you're wearing. How do you feel? Do you wake up feeling refreshed? Do you wake up and have a really slow morning? Do you wake up and go for a run first thing? When you're spending time with people, who are those people? How do they make you feel? How do they spend their time? What kind of language do they use? All of these details, sit there and reflect on who that person is and how you feel and what you spend time doing, and get a super clear mental picture, and teach your brain how to scan the room and identify ways to make you become that girl. So now that you know exactly who the 2024 version of yourself is, we're going to clear out any blocks, any limiting beliefs, any hindrances, any people that are preventing us from being that girl. The first one is kind of easy. You're going to clean and organize your space. And if you're not a girl who loves cleaning and loves organizing, don't worry, this is what you're going to do. You're going to put on an incredible playlist. If you need a playlist recommendation, my Spotify is always linked in the description, and I have some really good playlists. You're just going to wipe down your surfaces, you're going to open drawers, and if they don't make sense for how you would like to live, you're going to spend a little bit of time rearranging it. Don't make it where you pull every single thing out of your closet. It doesn't need to be this overwhelming, daunting task. Just tidy and organize so that when you're moving through your day as the girl that you just imagined, things are in flow and you don't have to spend time searching for a knife or searching for a pen, just so that you can move through your day without frustration and obstacles that are preventable. Then you're going to do a closet clean out, and this has a bonus effect because if you do it now, you'll know what pieces Hire You is going to want to add to your wardrobe, and you can add them to your Christmas list or your holiday wish list, and maybe you'll get some of them as gifts. But do a closet clean out. If you want to sell things on Poshmark or Depop, then do that. If not, donate it to Goodwill, but give yourself a closet clean out so that when you open your closet, it is clothing that makes you look and feel your best. Keep in mind, sometimes when we do closet clean outs, it can be tempting to completely want to revamp your wardrobe and buy a bunch of new clothes and get rid of absolutely everything. That's not the goal here. What you are purging are things that don't make you feel your best. If you put something on and it makes you feel insecure, if it makes you feel like, oh, your arms don't look good in this, or you don't like the way something looks in it, or you just don't feel yourself, those are the pieces we're getting rid of. If you put something on and it's cozy, it's comfy, it brings you joy for whatever reason, then keep it. As you become your higher self, your style may change, or it may just be the pieces that you feel best in right now, and that is totally okay. So don't feel like you need to buy anything in this step. Just remove the things that make you feel not amazing. Next, we're going to do the same thing with our social media and with our phone. So I want you to sit down, put on a good playlist or put on a movie, and go through your pictures on your phone and delete pictures where you don't feel like you look your best. If there's a picture that is particularly triggering for you, delete it. You don't need it. If there are people that are no longer in your life or make you feel poorly, you can go ahead and delete those. If you have a picture of that ex that didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, delete the picture, girl. You do not need a reminder of those people anymore. And same with their numbers. Delete people who you don't want to have access to this higher version of you. Go ahead and delete them out of your phone. This year is all about being the best version of you and having people around you that are supportive of that. So if you have people that are not, if you have a friend that makes you feel bad or speaks down to you, if you have a ex that still pops up when he's bored, whatever it is, go ahead and remove them from your phone. And then on the social media piece, if you have people that when you see them, you feel less than, maybe it's a girl who has a body that makes you feel jealous or whatever feelings come up for you, if you're following something that when you scroll past it does not make you feel good, go ahead and unfollow them. And the last piece, you're getting emails that distract you from your goals. So for me, this looked like getting Gymshark emails all the time. That always makes me want to spend money. And because I have financial goals that do not include spending all my money at Gymshark, I went ahead and unsubscribed from them. If I'm in a place where I am choosing to buy something new from Gymshark, I could always resubscribe. I could also just go on their website, but I did not need a constant stream of emails showing me what's on sale or what's new or whatever that would tempt me to spend money in a way that didn't align with my higher self. There are also tools where you can do this in bulk. I think unrollme.com is one of them. I personally don't use those tools, but if you're feeling overwhelmed by the task, definitely give it a look for a tool that can make it a little faster for you. And one more note on toxic friends. It can be so hard to remove toxic friends, and it can also feel, if your toxic friend isn't somebody who is blatantly rude or mean to you, sometimes it can feel like you don't have the right or it's mean of you to remove them from your life. If you want to save the friendship, you can sit down and say, hey, as we go into 2024, I'm really working on this, and I would love it if you could support me by doing this. And if they're not receptive to it, or if you know that that person at some level enjoys making you feel less than or speaking down to you, or that you can't trust them, whatever it is, go ahead and remove them now. The friendship breakup is so much easier than looking back on your life and regretting spending so much time with somebody who didn't make you feel good. And next, we're going to spend all of December laying the foundation for the goals, the big goals that we're going to have. So if you are already thinking that in 2024, best version of you, she wakes up a little earlier, then every single week of December, you're going to set your alarm for 5 to 10 minutes earlier than you do now. And that will make it so much easier to move it up even earlier. Or if one of your goals is to start working out, spend December trying different workouts. Go to a Pilates class, go to a HIIT workout, or you can do a Whitney Simmons workout. You can even find like Les Mills body pump workouts on YouTube. Maybe you try going for a run in your neighborhood, whatever it is. Start trying out new workouts right now so that when you make that goal to start working out really consistently, you already have done the work of knowing what kind of workout you like and what kind of workout you don't, so that you don't have to spend time with that resistance or friction because you set a goal to do a workout that you actually totally hate. If you are thinking you want a new job, then maybe start working on your resume right now, or maybe start working on a cover letter, or even meeting with a career coach or a life coach. If you ever want to meet with me, then my link to book a life coaching session with me is in my description box. But there are also career coaches, there are resume coaches, there are so many people and resources that can help you with that. Even if you just go on TikTok, there are so many tips on how to apply for new jobs or how to conduct yourself in an interview. Start doing a little bit of that groundwork now, and then in 2024 you can start applying and really hit the ground running with that, but you'll be completely prepared. Whatever it is that your goal is, start spending December just laying the foundation for it. Don't stress about it, just lay a little foundation. Wake up 5 minutes earlier, try a workout here and there, whatever it is, so that you are not starting 2024 with these massive to-do lists that have big scary goals on them. And lastly, remember to be proud of this version of yourself. Yes, 2024 is going to be your best year yet. You're going to grow so much, but you probably grew a lot in 2023 as well. Even if you didn't check off as many goals as you wanted to, reflect and celebrate all of the ways that you did become a better version of yourself. Because take it from me, we can get very caught up in what's next and forget that we just did something incredible. So take some time, celebrate you. You are so worth celebrating, and know that even if you are having a hard time being proud of yourself right now, I'm proud of you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some really good ideas on how to end 2023 strong and start 2024 with a fresh, new, clean perspective. Be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are wonderful and wise and all the good things. And until next time, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.